Africans are accusing Bill Gates of targeting their women ovaries, particularly the Nigerian women ovaries. And I'm going to take you to that. Before then, this is a discussion or a topic that we have talked about prior to this time, and I keep hammering on this, especially when it comes to GMOs. There is an agenda behind selling these seeds to our farmers. There is something I want to draw to your attention. Before I roll in the clip so that you better understand, I want you to listen to this. Okay, you remember when 296 schoolgirls in the north were abducted by so-called Boko Haram? That news went viral. The whole world were like, bring back our girls, bring back our girls. There was a campaign. Boko Haram were the ones that took our girls. And what didn't rise in the minds of people at that time was, why young girls? The thing was like, oh, they are just terrorists. They just went to pack the children. Why did they target a girls-only school? And they took all the girls in that school, the whole school, all the girls were taken. All right, 296 girls were taken. And then later on, information came that these girls had become the wives of the so-called Boko Haram men and women. And what went viral again was that this is a Christian and Muslim battle. Boko Harams are pro-Islamic, so they're trying to make Nigeria an Islamic country. But what we never knew about was that there are other things behind, because majority of those that were unalived by Boko Haram are Muslims themselves. And the state where they lodged, the majority of those who are in that state are Muslims as well. Okay, I was saying this, I think I've been saying this time without number. It's not a religious battle. These people are only using religion as a tool. Like I told you, religion is a tool. You people don't want to listen, you don't want to understand. Okay? Religion is a tool that these people use to actualize their dream, their goal, and their aim in the continent of Africa, because they know this is the only place that we have people who do not think critically. They just go by it, accept it. Oh, you are doing it for faith, do it. Causing confusion everywhere. But they have a plan. And it has been exposed. It's not a conspiracy theory. You're going to listen to this doctor speak. There is an agenda, and Bill Gates is the one who is at the forefront of this whole battle that is going on. Secret battle. This battle, they're not using gun to fight it. This one, they're using other things to fight this battle. Okay, apart from contaminating our seeds, Bill Gates is doing far more. And I don't know, but it is painful to know that some of our governments know about these things and they are keeping quiet, because they feel that their own immediate family cannot be affected. Since they already know it, they can prevent it. But they do not care about the masses and what happened to the masses. I just want to draw your mind to these cheapo girls so you understand why Africans are accusing Bill Gates of targeting their women ovaries, especially Nigeria. So I want you to listen to this, and we'll take it up from there, Your Majesties.
There is a company, American company called Epicite. Epicite invented a way to insert a gene that will sterilize people. If a man eats it, he becomes infertile. That means he cannot have children. So then this Epicite gene was bought over by Monsanto. So when it was bought over by Monsanto, for the very purpose of inserting it in crops, so they now inserted it in Monsanto maize. This Monsanto maize was now grown and then actually put in practice. So the truth of the matter is that this is not some kind of conspiracy theory, or this is real fact. Epicite gene, Monsanto epicite gene exists. Now, why are they doing this? That's why even many legislators, many people say, okay, well, are they doing this just for money? Yes, it is for money, but even beyond that, what has happened to Nigeria? What the aim of these biotech companies is that they want to begin massive cloning of organs and tissues. The cloning industry is worth 30 trillion US dollars. 30 trillion is 1/3 of world economy. Why and how do they plan to do this? What they want to do is, if you go to the hospital and you have a heart disease, nobody is going to start giving you this drug or this. They foresee a future whereby, oh, if you have a heart disease, why don't we give you a new heart? So what the doctor has to do will be just to put an ultrasound device or whatever that will allow him to see the heart, and he will insert a small needle and take a cell from it. That cell can send back to the biotech companies. These biotech companies will take that cell from that diseased heart and insert it into an ovarian cell, the egg of a woman. So that ovarian egg will now be used to clone it in a tissue culture. So that heart cell that it took contains the genetic material of the heart of that person. Then the egg of the woman, who they take out the nucleus, will now be what will provide the tissue so it can grow into a heart. After culturing the heart, they send it back to the doctor for transplantation to that person. Maybe he paid the $5 million or $3 million, no matter the amount. So this business is looked at as the organ cloning business. Now, what did the West do? All their billionaires, all the big names you hear, and all that, they invested in this. The big countries started invested in this. But the problem was, which country will women allow you to take their egg without permission? They said, well, wait a minute, there is the Nigeria. That Nigeria has 250 million people. And there is this area of their country that produces 70% of the tuber crops. That's the Northeast. So, so what we do? What we will do is that we will breed these mercenaries. Take them from Liberia, take them from Libya, take them from Chad, take them from Niger, and bring them and call them Fulani headsmen. Okay. So they breeded these people and called them Boko Haram. There is an insurgency, it's an Islamic fight, when most of these people have nothing to do with Islam. Some of them are just mercenaries who work for money. They were paying them as high as $10,000 a month for their offices. They breed them, they brought them through the borders of these countries surrounding us, Niger Republic, Chad, and some of those northern countries. They brought them in, and then they started this whole campaign called the Boko Haram. Who was training them? They have a private army. The private army is called Blackwater. Okay, they try to rename it XE Academy. No, the billionaires and the biotech companies bought this company, Blackwater.
Where is it based? The Blackwater?
It's an American company, security company. They were doing security work for Pentagon in Iraq, and those ones kicked them out. When they kicked them out, when they found out they were causing the violence, they kicked them out. And why they were causing the violence was to prolong their contracts. So they kicked them out, and then they had nowhere to go, and the billionaires bought them. And then they started training these mercenaries.
So what you're saying in effect, sir, is that the Boko Haram fight we're experiencing in Nigeria is the result of the handiwork of
the biotech companies.
Biotech companies.
It has nothing to do with any Islamic terrorism. Let me tell you why. You look at the statistics. There is this U.S. entity called Council on Foreign Relations. Okay. And they did an audit which was submitted by different bodies between 2015 and 2018. 37,500 people were killed by Boko Haram. 32,000 of those people were Muslims. 5,500 were Christians. So 85% of the victims were Muslims. Only 15% were Christians. And in states like Zamfara, 60% of the victims were Hausa, 40% were Fulani. So how can you want to spread Islam and you're killing 85% of Islamic people? Makes no sense. These people were missionaries. Some of the missionaries are even from South Africa, some of them from different countries. So these missionaries were brought in from everywhere and paid in order to come to Nigeria. And how are they tracking the farmers? And how do we know this? Are we just talking? No. Bill Gates, or Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, gave a grant of 2 billion naira to Nigerian farmers, that this money will be used to pay the natural seed growers in their communities. So if the farmer of the farmers, we call them. So these farmers are those who grow the seeds which other farmers come to buy and then plant, but they are natural. So these natural seed growers, we are now told, we will pay you with anybody that comes. Don't bother collecting money from them. We will pay you as far as you register it and all that, and you register their numbers. So they gave them cell phones, which are called electronic wallet, to all the farmers. So 14 million cell phones were funded by Bill Gates. These cell phones have what we call the GPS and NFC technologies that can locate anybody from anywhere in the world to the nearest meter. Okay. So these farmers carried these cell phones and people were coming to buy from them. So with these cell phones, they could track the seed grower and of course the farmers who were carrying. So all the farmers who were carrying this so-called electronic wallet were being tracked all around the country. They knew who the seed growers were. So this data was passed on to these mercenaries who are called the so-called Boko Haram or herdsmen. Okay. They went using those coordinates to find the seed growers, kill them in their farms, and burn all their farms. Wow. And then the remaining of these farmers, they drove into IDP camps. Then they came as one NGO or the other, one international organization, and came to the farms, to the camps, and gave them the so-called improved seeds. The improved seeds were the GMOs. Then the biotech companies' improved seeds were GMOs. They came to the farm, well, we are trying to help you resettle and rehabilitate you. They gave them these improved seeds. So by so doing, they now haven't wiped out practically all the natural seed growers. Now driven the other farmers to the IDP camps, coming to the IDP camps, giving them these GMO seeds, then they allow the farmers to go back to their farms and plant these GMO seeds. Immediately they have finished the first planting season, they have captured the food security. So because the next season, they will need to go back to them.
Your Majesties, you have heard all that. So apparently, this is not a hearsay. This is a doctor from the eastern part of Nigeria. So he knows exactly what he's saying. Okay, it was one of his documentation that I brought here some months ago. We're talking about how doctors and farmers were paid. Doctors and farmers were given huge amounts of money. For the doctors, they should stop practicing. And for the farmers, they should collect GMOs to plant. Okay? And majority of them refused. This was the same man with that documentary. So they want to live forever. So when you have a heart problem, they don't need to do anything to say they want to repair the heart. They give you a new heart. You have a kidney problem, they give you a new kidney. You are aging fast, they give you a new skin suit. They want to live forever. These are draconians, devising different means and ways to prolong their life because they have agenda to rule this world forever. Your Majesties. And for them to succeed, they need the ovaries of women. And they felt like the best way is to, conspire and create some commotion Like I said, I hope you now understand why those so-called Boko Haram men went away with 292 girls, schoolgirls. 292. They went away with them in the name of his Boko Haram quarrel, religious, what have you. These same schoolgirls they went away with, 90% of them are Muslims. Now you can put two together now and see. These same so-called Boko Haram are being used to steal out resources from the same northern part of Nigeria. They go to a place and scare the people away. Oh, Boko Haram is there now. They are there. Europe and America are coming with helicopters to steal resources out at night. And then you want to tell me that our leaders are not aware of this thing? Your Majesties, a foreign body is coming in and out of your country, and you want to tell me that the leaders are not aware of what is going on? We have sold ourselves totally because of money. Our leaders do not have conscience anymore. I'm sorry, but this is it. There is no conscience. Because I refuse to believe that our leaders do not know the secret behind Boko Haram. Because Boko Haram is not just the thing of the Nigerian people. It also spread its wings to Niger. It spread its wings to Chad. You look at where they're bringing our mercenaries from. Like he said, Libya, South Africa. What's the name of the other one? So you want to tell me that our leaders they are not aware of these syndicate groups that the West have now used for their own agenda. This is an awareness video and for educational purpose. Share this video out. Let it go viral. Let it go to people. It's not the issue of you going viral. Share it to your loved ones. Let people be aware of what is happening. Because the more aware we are and the more information we spread out there, at least they will also know that people are wising up. It's not like the world is not, it's not like the world of over 2,000 years ago where people don't really know things. They don't really understand what is going on. Or maybe 100 years ago when people are still new to some of these games that they play. These people don't want to die. They want to live forever, and they can do anything to keep them alive forever, at the detriment of the life of our African people, our melanated people. Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always, Majesties. Bye for now.